because the Anysharp will give new life to your knife.
Well, particularly when you're spending £14.70 and you're getting two of them. So, you know, I mean, Simon's probably right. You'll end up buying, you know, two, and then somebody will want one from you. That's fine. Or just buy two and give one to your friends. Help to spread that cost, of course. A set of two for that price is brilliant. But again, you can see it in action there. It's a great shot showing you tiny... Well, that swarf is literally the tiny shavings that come off that blade. Every time you sharpen a blade, you do obviously do that. And that's how... Look at that.
Straight through, no problem at all. It's a superbly easy knife sharp to use.
It's safer. I know this sounds
so
daft, but
safer.
it's safer to have a sharper knife because you can use it with control. Obviously, you use it with great respect, over 18 years of age if you want to buy these. But remember, you're not forcing it. When you're forcing it is when it's difficult.
All you have to do with the Anysharp is just attach it with that little suction cup, which is a unique feature, to your worktop, or to a granite worktop, or to a glass cutting board, anything smooth, Dale. Give it a couple of strokes through the Anysharp sharpener, and then all you have to do is just enjoy the fact that it is super sharp. Look at that. And, of course, a sharp knife means that you don't have to replace it again. Just give that a couple of strokes through the Anysharp every week, and it'll really give you the most fantastic
Anybody that's
cutting.
had blunt knives in the kitchen will know how frustrating that is. And do you end up throwing them out and buying new ones? Well, that's an option, but we're all trying to make things last a little bit longer. We're all trying to get back to that way of, you know, sharpening knives was a way of life a few years back. And then we went through that disposable 80s, didn't we, and 90s, where now we're sort of coming back to, well, actually, we can resharpen it.
Everybody used to watch the butcher sharpening with the steel and thinking, I could never learn to do that. But look at this. This really does glide straight through the food. Super sharp edges with the Anysharp sharpener. So easy to use
Q-cut
as well.
is the way to go. If you want to buy this, well over half the stock is now gone. Remember, this is the back in stock we're talking about, over half gone. So it just shows you, because it sold out when Simon showed it to us in April, and you're getting both of them. Getting a set of two for that price of $14.70.
Let's just remind you how easy it is to use.
Can I just point out, this is not for scissors, because that'll be a question that comes through, I expect. There's another product for that. This is knives. This is for knives.
Specifically for a standard double-sided blade, so your kitchen knife, your craft knife, your sporting knife, your garden knife.
Right.
You get two in the set, and it's such a great little gadget because it's so tiny. 60 millimetres square, so 6 centimetres cube is all you need space in the drawer. But remember, because of that power grip suction cup, you can stick it to the oven, the fridge, a cupboard door in your kitchen, the side of the office desk, wherever it's convenient. And then you literally, when you want to use it, just push it down onto the surface, pull the handle down, and now it is locked on the surface. So, unlike other sharpeners I've used, Dale, you now haven't got to put your hand anywhere near the blade.
You have to hold them.
You literally just pull the blade through onto that really gentle top, and it's controlling the angle at which the tungsten carbide is sharpening the blade. You see a tiny bit of swarf comes off, and it's protected from you by that little guide. And then literally all you do, wipe the knife, and you're ready to start slicing again. And look how sharp that blade is now. It's been through the Anysharp. Look at that.
And normally, cutting something that size, you'd be using a bigger blade with, which, you know, smaller blades struggle with, but not once they've been sharpened with the Anysharp. I'll be honest with you, if you want this one, please don't delay, because this is approaching limited stock now. It's 829719, the Anysharp set of two multi-purpose sharpeners, £14.70. Just to be fair, because obviously that sort of wobbled a bit there, this isn't a completely smooth worktop, which is not making your life very easy.
No, I have to say, all you have to do...
It's kind of, I don't know what you'd call it, but it's grainy.
Is make sure that you have got this on a smooth surface. So, for example, if you've got something that's a little bit greasy, just give it a wipe with a cloth, and then you can get the grease off. But literally, once that's down, that is locked on, okay? So just draw the knife through. The tungsten carbide edges on the Anysharp maintain the perfect sharpening angle, which is 20 degrees. And that means that you get perfect sharpening, and then when you've finished, you literally just wipe the knife and you're ready to slice whatever you're slicing. And I've just chosen two of the most difficult things in the kitchen, soft tomatoes and lemons and limes, because those are the things actually that, if it can slice a tomato, it'll slice through virtually anything. It's so easy to use.
You know what it's like when you've gone with a blunt knife and it pushes into the squidgy tomato, and you're like sawing it and nothing's happening.
I'm going to make life really tough for the Anysharp. So let's just grind the blade onto the stone. OK, so now it's blunt now. OK, so because I've blunted it totally, I'm going to draw it through the Anysharp many more times than I would normally, just on a weekly basis to sharpen. But remember, I've effectively...
So weekly basis, twice?
Yeah, just a couple of times normally, but this is a really blunt knife.
You might not need to do it weekly if you don't use them that often. By the way, whether you want to use them or not, if you do want to get them...
You're going to have to be quick.
You are. Limited stock means we're down to 10% or less. You know what happened, obviously, with the cake coverers with Jilly? They went limited stock. They sold out very quickly. 829-719. They sold out last time in April. Simon's brought them back. You're getting 2 of them. So, yes, 2 for you, or 1 for you, 1 for your mum, 1 for your sister, 1 for your brother. Look at that. There you go. 829-719. Simon, brilliant demonstrations, because every kitchen, if it has knives in it, should really have an Anysharp in it, if not 2.
Well, you can